Gemini, welcome to your session. We're going to see what messages come out for you in this session. I don't have a direct message, Gemini. That does not mean that there's something wrong. It just means I don't have a direct message starting your session. If you are currently looking for a direct message, Taurus received a direct message. You can check that out. It's at the beginning of the session. If you're looking for a direct message, um, and then the session starts. So if you are new, hi, I am SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. Make sure you subscribe so you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. If you are returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right, Taurus. Oh, I see. I called you Taurus, and that was not intentional. Okay. That definitely was not intentional. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. I'm being quiet. Let me see. One thing I love about being a reader is when you truly trust your intuition. It definitely gives a peace of mind, Gemini. So maybe that's your direct message. Now, I'm not asking you if that's your direct message, because there's a Gemini or a Gemini placement, meaning someone that is a different zodiac sign with Gemini placement. It's like you are need to know the know-how. And once you are in tune with your intuition and trusting your intuition, understanding how your intuition operates, learning how to decipher if it's self or your higher self. Um, it will, how do I say this? It will position you, Gemini, where you will not be codependent. That's what I see in your direct message. And it doesn't feel like it's being forced. I don't feel forced like I was forced to give you a direct message. It's just more so of when I started your session, it was kind of like, oh, Gemini, I don't have a direct message for you. And it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that I don't have a direct message. And then, boom, a message comes through. All right. Why am I being asked? Thank you. Mm-hmm. So whoever this King of Swords is kind of like the one who's always making the decisions for you. And you're not the only person that they do it to. And it's just kind of like, Gemini, you're getting ready to begin a journey where it's just not about celebrating. It's more so belonging. All right. Finding your people, being with your people. And that's an opened in so many ways, Gemini, because it doesn't necessarily it feels like it's going to come in threes. Gemini, you may find yourself stepping back on being controlling. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what other messages come up for you. You're going to be more strategic, becoming more strategic. So it's kind of like it's going to come in threes. It's kind of like, let's just say hypothetically, you begin the journey of understanding how you make decisions and when to make a decision independently. You may be able to, you may position yourself where you're able to identify when you're controlling. That was a beautiful message. The King of Swords up in the air with the Three of Cups. It's going beyond each deck, and when it comes to tarot, have different significant meanings. And in this particular, it goes beyond like a celebration. It's more so belonging, connecting. Gemini. So something ends and something begins. A messenger of seeds, Gemini. I'm being guided to just go ahead and pull the spread. Hold on. We have messenger of seeds. And the reason why is because we already did the direct message, okay? You have opening coming in reverse. And you're not being forced to do anything outside of yourself. What you don't see is flow and test endurance. That's what's coming through for you at this time. All right, so Gemini, your spread in this session is very direct. Like I said, you received your direct message. For those of you who are just coming through, stopping on by, you can rewind it to see if you resonate with the direct message. All right, so this spread is very direct, and I don't know if you've ever heard about writing it down and making it clear, plain and clear. Um, start creating, start creating to-do lists. Start with one thing a week, and then once you're able to get down, do that for a month. Maybe do it for 90 days. Just give yourself one to-do task a week. One for your personal, right? One for your environment, and one that will elevate you with encouragement. So let me explain to you when I say complete one task, right? A week for 90 days. When it comes to personal, what have you been avoiding regarding self? And I want you to start off with the simple things. Don't do anything, too complex, too challenging. You want to be able to say that you checked off the list. You checked it off, right? So it could be simple as moisturizing your skin, right? Really good. Get that good deposit of moisture in your skin for the week, okay? And once you're able to get that down packed, eventually it'll become 2 days and then so on, 3 days. And Others of you, when it comes to personal, have you ever texted yourself before? Send yourself words of encouragement. Sometimes I'll text myself, I love you, to remind myself that I am important, not seeking validation outside of myself, but telling my soul that I love you. And so I will say in the beginning, it does feel awkward. It's kind of like, oh my God, oh my gosh, I'm texting myself, right? It's more so how you can be comfortable with texting yourself is telling yourself that you are building a relationship with self. Okay. And once you start getting used to building that relationship with self, you will find yourself wanting to be in a relationship with yourself. And it's kind of like, Gemini, can I get some of your time? And you're too busy because you're having a relationship with yourself. You're occupied. And so you'll know that you are being successful with building a relationship with yourself, because you're going to have people outside of you that are going to want your attention. So if you're wanting to know, hey, am I doing a good job with having a relationship with myself, you will see the results. Okay. When it comes to environment, what is something that is simple, a task that you can check off, right? That you can do once a week, and eventually until you get it to where it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like I'm taking care of the environment that I am in because this is where I reside, right? Whether that is, some people are against lighting candles because of the fumes that it releases, incense. They have uh, like lights that look like candles that are battery operated. This community is so broad. I want to make sure that I can deliver the message to everyone. I don't want no one to feel left behind. Um, cleaning a windowsill, something that's not done all the time. For those of you who, do things quarterly or yearly. So when it comes to your environment, make sure that the task is easy enough that you know that you can check it off. Okay. Um, so it was self, it was personal, environment. What was the third one? I'm trying to remember. What was the third one? Um, I can't recall because I was channeling. Um, so writing it down and making it plain was the overall message. The messenger of seeds says this, Gemini, new, and I'm here. It says new ideas and subtle whispers are arriving. Be curious, record every inspiration. They are messages from your deepest soul, remembering. And so, as you have progress, make sure that you're writing it down. Okay. You have opening. Some of you are, you're not ready for a door of opportunity, or you're telling yourself you're not ready. It's either you're needing to obtain something that's going to make you feel like you can do something. Okay. Tangible could be like money. Are you wanting to look a certain type of way? Are you needing to be positioned in a certain way in your life so that you can feel like you can go through a door of opportunity? And so what this says is the challenge here is you don't have to wait for the door of opportunity because you'll be waiting. You have to create this door. So if you feel like something is impossible, once you start building this relationship with self, once you start fixing the environment that you are in, things will shift. You will feel like you will be recovering to a certain degree. So the situation is not seeing the door of opportunity. You are the door of opportunity. Okay. Um, you have test of endurance and flow here. Okay. Um, the challenge is surrendering and being fit to to go through the challenge. Okay. And the challenge is evolving. That's the most simplest way that I can say it, Gemini, is evolving. And it just feels like as you evolve and or when you begin the journey of evolving, write it down. So the suggestion is, getting a journal. If you're not wanting to invest in a journal, then put it in your phone. uh, Type it on your laptop, your computer, whatever device that you have where you can, harness your words. Okay. Your events that take place in your life. Um, and doing so, you are going to bring life into a situation that includes you. It'll give you direction as well as you put things on paper or in a device. But just remember this, Gemini, that you are the door of opportunity. I'm being guided to make that very clear. Word of advice for Gemini. I'm being guided to read flow as I shuffle. It says, you are learning the rhythm of trust and surrender, Gemini. Forces larger than you are moving everything. Wait, let me say this again. Forces larger than you are moving everything perfectly. Relax in the current and allow life to unfold. Okay. What you don't see, Gemini, is change in self-esteem. You will be open to change, and when it comes to self-esteem, you won't shy away of what areas within yourself that needs improvement, and it will result peace. It says, I am a being of love, and I realize I don't know why I am saying everything of what I don't see. And this is what it says, Gemini. Listen, it says, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energies. So for some of you, this is your assignment. You don't have to do it. Okay. You already get an A for those of you who do. And the assignment is to text yourself, I am a being of love. And then text yourself again, right? You're going to create a contact that says higher self, and then create a second contact that's, you name it whatever you want to name it. Okay. Make sure that it is of love and light. So when you see what the title of the second contact, it's going to bring light into the situation. It's going to make you feel good. Okay. So the second text you will send, but with the second contact, you're going to put, I release all negative energy. Okay. So Gemini, overall messages, change is good, and being open to change is good, and being able to experience evolving in peace, which is nice. Um, don't forget to journal whenever you can. For some of you, that's the task, a 90-day task once a week. Jot down, jot down your events. Even if you're saying, you know what, I'm not doing anything, jot down how you're feeling. Okay. All right, Gemini. Don't forget love is kind, and don't forget that love is gentle, Gemini. Until we meet again.